We trust that we had we had an amazing week and an impactful one, and we are set for another productive week ahead of us. Uh, it's beautiful to have this kind of session in the middle of 2 weeks, so that we have that understanding of what we had before and what is to come. All right, and so please, one thing is I want us to always inform our fellow colleagues on the WhatsApp group. Um, how many of us who attended the 5 days training. Just if there is a WhatsApp group where many of us are there who are doing intern, let's notify them that they should join the upcoming this meeting that is ongoing. Even on that WhatsApp group, I was expecting us to do so. Join the WhatsApp group, right? Notify on the group that we are live on the platform. So to just jumpstart and let's move forward, is that thank you everyone for being here. Right. So we believe we are set for a new week and a new task. We already have our facilitators on the call. Not really pleased with the low turnout. We try as much as possible to ensure that we keep reminding us on the group that this session doesn't change. It's a 3-month session, and we need to show our commitment to it. So that one thing is that we want to ensure that everybody is an active youth economic agent in our space. And what it means is that every one of us here are actively contributing to the economy. We're actively contributing to the economy. And what it means is that we are earning, we are selling, we are buying, we are offering value to ourselves and also to our people, to our community. And that is how every one of us can be actively engaged in terms of the digital economy. And that's why we are here, so that we can actually have a coaching class like this that set us for a program for the week. And I believe none of us here are still not having clarity on what we are doing with the business we are engaging. So I will just use that to say you are all welcome, and I will use to facilitator for today to take us through this session. It's the meeting is being recorded, so that more of us who are not able to join can actually watch and learn. And if you need help, we are always here with you to support you. So, are we before Favor? Favor, do you want to say something?
Yes, sir. The last phone was down and I could not join and I missed out. And there was no video on our platform for me to join or to see.
Oh, thank you. Okay. So, we have it uploaded on our YouTube and we'll be sharing it. Okay. All right. Yeah. Thank you. So we'll be sharing it while the meeting is ongoing. Thank you for pointing that out. So I read to Remy, facilitator. Right.
Good evening, everyone. Bukumi, was that question directed to me?
No. I just apologize for not dropping the video recording sooner.
Yeah.
We'll be uploading it on our YouTube. Apologies for that. Okay, Favor, and many of us on the group. Yeah, thank you. You can proceed. It's actually from me.
Okay. Good evening again, everyone. I hope we've been having a great time with the session so far. We've been learning and practicing what we've learned, because that's where you begin to see results. Um, so to start off from uh, sorry, yes, apologies about that. Let me just. I was trying to backtrack to our Google My Business profile. I think Kumi has mentioned some things about setting up, and he has touched on it just to give us another reminder about how to optimize our Google My Business page, but especially for your business. If you're not doing anything for your business, setting up and optimizing the Google Business page is a must, right? This is something everybody is going to be checked on at the end of this month. If you're not setting up Google My Business for the business you work with, that is not allowed. You should set up one and also optimize the page. So I'm just going to quickly share my screen to show us a bit about optimization of Google My Business page. All right. So I'm going to go to Google Maps. I already selected a business. Okay, let me just exit. Start again. Go to Google Maps. Right. So again, with other Google products or apps, right? Remember, you can just automatically log in with your Gmail account. And this Gmail account I'm using is the one I used to register for this business. So if you're not seeing your businesses under Google Maps, just try to adjust your email to the one you used to register for the business. So if you come to the bottom here, bottom of the screen, on the far right, you see business. So you tap that and you see several, options for optimization. The first thing you see is your profile strength. Can we all see that? The profile strength. It shows how, the score of your Google Maps page performance, right? And if it's below 80%, you need to work on it. And if you scroll down just a little bit more, you see recommendations or recommended actions that Google Maps is giving you. For me, the first one here is, add more photos to my page. Businesses with photos get more clicks, so they recommended I add more photos. And for that, you just tap this camera icon, and you're able to just, select pictures from your phone or folder. Right, so these are my pictures. I can just upload anyone. Right. The second recommendation is to get my first reviews. Now, under Google My Business, you will always see someone's review, right, on that business. So you want people to always review if they've had positive experiences with your business. You should always, share this link with customers so that they can drop a review for you. And there is power in reviews. A review is giving confidence to the next buyer, right? A review gives confidence to the next buyer to say, I've tried this business. Where with this business, what you see is what you get. Right? Um, and the pricing is very affordable. So you want people to drop positive stuff, and it's not just one. Reviews are not genuine enough, right? To tell people the real thing, and it's all over for that business. Reviews. Um, so we can see what the reviews look like. Okay, and even for movies. So let's quickly see how reviews come up. Quickly go to so let's see. What's the let's check this. So this is how for businesses it looks a bit different. I'm trying to look for a small business. Do we have any registered does someone have any business listed on Google My Business here? And we can look at. I think that will make it more practical. Hello, are we here? I've listed my business on Google. Please just wave or thumbs up. Mute and talk. If you've not listed it, you just say, "Oh, I've not listed it."
For me, that is one
Right?
of the complaints I just laid. I have not.
Okay. Okay. Patience hasn't also. So what? Except aside the blocker you mentioned, patience. Is it? Are you having the same challenge with favor? Okay. This can go on. All right. I found a small business to look at. It's a skincare business. So this is what your business will look like to the outsiders that are, trying to purchase something for you. You can see an overview. You can see the picture on the right here. You can tap here to see the products. You can tap here to see the product. You can also see reviews here. It's loading. You can see this person has dedicated time to even create different categories to say makeup, skincare. And if you want to see more pictures, just tap view all. Then under reviews, you can see reviews by customers here. After I ordered, I came to read the review. I was discouraged. However, I'm surprised to, so you can see all the reviews from people here. All right, so these are the steps you need to take to optimize that business. And with any platform, if you take the recommended action, it sets you up for success on that platform, right? So to share this your review, if you know a customer has purchased your products and you want them to drop a review, just tap share profile here. You copy and you share with them, right? Great. So more features here on optimizing your Google My Business. You can edit your profile, and in editing your profile, always think about the customer. Always think about the customer. What is the customer going to search for? Do they know the name of your business? If you don't know the name of your business, you can add it there, but think about the products they are getting. Are they looking for men traditional wear for weddings and owambe? Do you understand? If you're a menswear brand, for example, right? So you use certain keywords so that Google is able to look for the pages. So once when you search on Google, for example, generally the what you input there, they are called keywords. Now the way Google works is it goes through different sites that has that keyword, right? This person probably has what you're searching for, right? So now if you optimize your website in your profile and you're able to load, if you're able to, and these customers, they may or may not, this page that is loading now is meant to come up with a like your main description. Can you all still hear me? Please thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay. All right. Great. So let's move on. So we're still trying to edit. Great. So you can see the edit option now. There are several categories under this section. You have your name, you have your business category, you have your description. This is where I was saying, you need to put so much details about what you are, who you are selling for, and what you're selling, right? If you sell for plus size brands, for example, right, you need to include that in your description to say plus size wears available, right? Then your phone number, if you need to update your phone number, you update. And under the verification, your website was updated by Google. You need to ensure that's okay too. And other details you need to put: business locations, open hours, special hours, more, and service options where necessary. Right. So that's just one section. Then if you have messages, you'll be able to check here, and you can turn on chat with your customers. So it's almost like WhatsApp chat. If you turn that on, people can send you messages rather. If I find you on Google, I can send you a message. Then you can add photos. Great. All right. So that's it about optimizing your Google business page. So it's not just about listing the page, it's also about optimizing it so that people within and outside your location can find this business and patronize you. Right. So let's quickly move on to our other topic for today. Can we all see my screen? Thumbs up if you can see my screen.
No, ma.
No, I can't see it.
I can see it either.
You can't see it.
Yes, ma.
Okay, let me stop and share again. How about now?
You haven't seen it.
It's not visible.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Can you see it?
No, ma.
No, pa.
Okay. I want to ensure we all can see it also. Okay, you can see it. All right.
Yes, I can see it now.
Okay, great. So today we'll be looking at
Have
social media marketing. We're looking at social media marketing, and it's basically something that we've been looking at for quite a while now, but in different sections, right? Um, over time, just give me a minute. I'm trying to resolve this slide. Give me a minute, please.
Excuse me, please. Can you all see the screen? I want to clarify if I'm the only one that's seeing the screen from my side.
I'm not seeing it from my side.
Yeah, I stopped sharing. You see it now. Can you see it now?
Yes. Yes, ma.
Great. So let's look at social media marketing. Who is a social media manager, right? This is someone that is representing the brand online, right? It's almost like you're the caretaker of a facility. You're the caretaker of a facility on a particular platform, right? Or in some cases on several platforms. Now, the social media manager is trusted with, you know, monitoring, content creation, community of that brand, and also, report on activities and insights to help the business grow on social media. Now, the role of a social media includes, monitoring and listening, moderation and community management, producing content, analyzing and reporting on social media metrics. Now, you will notice that there's one that we've touched on previously, which is content development or writing. Now, it depends on the kind of organization you work with, but sometimes they separate content from social media, where social media is just, you just ensure you are, managing the community, you are moderating, you are reporting, while content is solely focused on actually creating content. You write the content. If you're not, if your contract says you'll be a graphic designer, you also design the content for that particular page. And if it is video content you're creating, you'll also be the one in charge of that. Now, I know we've touched on content, like I said, so let's see, what the other aspects look like. The first one is monitoring and listening. Now, what that means is social media, with social media, you can monitor conversations and you can listen to conversations across board, right? With monitoring and listening, there are always, people are always talking on social media. That's one thing. People are always talking. But as a brand, remember, a brand is a company that is represented by several elements in terms of logo, colors, tone of conversation, and co. Right? That's what I mean by brand. So as a brand, you know that people are always talking, right? And you always want to talk, but you don't want to talk aimlessly, right? You want to talk in the sense that it relates to your business and it also helps people to relate to you. Now, on social media, sometimes you often see brands post like they are human beings. The reason for that is, because of that word called social. Any kind of media, the news, the news on TV, radio, newspaper, there are all types of media, but it's social media because you want to be social, you want to sound like, imagine, going to a social gathering with your friends and sounding like you are in the courtroom. You get, there are different settings, right? So when you think social media, brands come there to, one, talk about their product in a relatable manner for people to converse with them, because you just don't want to be talking as people, you want people to talk back at you, right? So monitoring and listening, you're listening to conversation, you're paying attention to trends, right? And the way to do that is, most social media apps, they have trends version of or trends features on them, right? On Twitter, on TikTok. And let me quickly show you how to find trends, how to find trends on Twitter, for example. So on Twitter, if you go to Twitter, right? Remember I said people are always talking, but it's not everything you can just talk about as a brand. It has to be relevant. So if you go to this, the options, the features at the bottom, you see that search option. It gives you the trends that are currently, in a particular location. You can set it to a particular location in Nigeria, or you can use the whole of Nigeria, or you can even use another country entirely. Okay. It's taking a while to come up. Okay, great. Right. So this is all the trends that are available to me. Right. You can see this is trending in Nigeria. This is trending. Euro 2024 is trending also, right? So if you notice some some of these, I think banks and beer brands, they usually, tend towards football conversation, right? Because they know that during that time of, where people watch football, they use their products, right? So why not, talk about that social conversation as a brand? Do you understand? So it's always good to, know what people are talking about and see how your brand relates to it and how you can jump on it. That's really what is called social listening and monitoring, right? We've talked about, paying attention to trends. Then you can manually search for your brand's name and see what people are talking about you, for example. So, on social media, you can tag somebody. Tagging is when you use this art function, right? Let's look for piggyvest, for example, right? You can see this is when you mention, this is what you call by mentioning someone. When you use this art button and the name of that person. Now, you go directly to this person's page. But if I'm a social media manager for piggyvest, for example, people might be talking about me, but not necessarily mention me on Twitter, for example. So I will just go to straight, instead of using that art, I'm just going to go to piggyvest. I'm just going to search for piggyvest, and I didn't, why, wait. So you can see conversations about piggyvest without mentioning them, without using that art feature or icon, right? You can see people are conversing about them. So as a social media manager, you come here, you see what people are saying about you. This is a positive. When you go, in depth into social media listening, right? There are several tools. I think that was the next point. There are several tools where people people use to listen to conversations about you, because this manual way, maybe you're a small to medium scale business, you can use this manual way to still search. But there are tools that people use to listen to conversations within your country and even a continent or just the whole world, right? To see what people are saying about the brand. And those tools help you apply sentiments to what people are saying. Sentiment is this statement a negative one or a positive one, right? Does it, does it showcase our brand in a negative or positive manner, right? So if you look at some of these tweets, for example, now, right, and I want you guys to start thinking, I know you're working for small businesses now, but it's not always going to be a small business. So you have to start thinking ahead. These are skills that people that work on global brands, have, and they use to, make money, right? So this tweet, for example, that says that is why piggyvest is greater than, other funds. And if you look at this conversation, they're trying to compare savings to long-term savings, right? And this person is talking about the future. So this is a positive sentiment for that brand. If you keep looking and you see um some conversations that are negative, and you see, for example, now look at this tweet now. If you already have your rent for next year, lock it on piggyvest. This is a positive thing, and you see so many likes. If you tap on this, you can see it has over 1,500 likes, right? Which is a good thing. Imagine it's a negative thing now. If it's a negative thing, that means the brand is in trouble. If over 1,000 people like a negative post about your brand, you need to start working on how to change people's perspective about that brand, right? Great. So I won't spend too much time on this. Um, so this is how this works. Going back to our previous screen. So moving on, another way you can monitor your or listen to conversations is by where are we? Is by paying attention to what your competition is doing, right? Then use Google Trends. Now, uh, Google Trends is a tool by Google that you can use to follow latest topics you're interested in, right? How Google Trends works is you just enter, look, just let's take a look at it. You select a topic, right? And reading the interest over time graph, understanding the numbers, it will help you. You can also search, Google Trends also searches by location. It will tell you top and rising searches and data excluded from search. Now, all you need to do is just put in a topic, any relevant topic within the location, then you put in your email and you start reading, you start getting notifications in your email about your relevant topics, right? So what you just need to do here is once you sign in, there's no point of doing that here now. But once you sign in, you'll be able to select your topics. We have so many other things to do. Maybe I'll share this link with us to, to sign up for Google News, Google Trends. Right? But this is the basics. And this is how to enter your topics. So if you look to the right here now, you can see this topic here, for example. Let's just go to Google Trends. I was trying because it's almost 6. And we are okay. So look for, let's say a topic, for example. Oh God, this is trending right now. This is really trending right now. But what should we look for in Nigeria? What's the most recent event in Nigeria?
Crypto.
Sorry?
Check on crypto because that's what is trending now.
Crypto?
Forex. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you can see the suggestions now. There's crypto, there's cryptocurrency, and it's putting under various categories, which is field of disease. No, that's not what we're looking for. So let's look for cryptocurrency as a keyword. Now, so now you can see the graph that says interest over time. You can see the conversation was really high in July, exactly July 14th, and it dropped towards the end of that July 14th too, right? You can see the states that showed interest in this conversation over time. Now, you can compare that to another topic, but I want to just show us where you can set reminders. And this is share. Let me go to okay. Then you can just sign up here for your daily trends newsletter. Once you enter your email, you sign up and you're done. Another key thing I want us to pay attention is trending now, right? So you can look at various trending topics, and you can refine it by country, right? To see what is happening in that country. Great. So we've looked at listening to conversations. This first one where I showed us how to search on Twitter. I feel like I should even show you more. Twitter and these social media platforms, they are gold. They are gold in the sense that you can find anything on them. Twitter, YouTube, Google search, and TikTok. Take those four platforms. Anything you're looking for, how to do this, how to do that, social media beginner course, just search for them on those four platforms and you will see so many free resources, right? Four platforms, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Google search. So let's move on. The next thing a community manager does is community management. And this is just a process of building a community on social media channels, right? The most popular channels for community building is really, WhatsApp, Telegram, YouTube. You know, there are forums like Quora, um, is this, I'm forgetting the name now, Reddit, right? Those are platforms that people have community engagement on. Now, the reason for a brand to have its own community engagement is to get feedback and gather ideas. Community, when you think community, think help. Community management for social media is just giving people value, helpful tips, right? Giving people value and helpful tips. So if you're a brand that wants to drag people in with, let's say you're a cleaning company, for example, right? You want to start teaching people how to clean surfaces, make your zinc look brand new. Do you guys? You are giving them tips. It's almost like you are giving your work free. You are giving your work out for free rather. But they will now trust you enough to come to you for the bigger problems. Do you understand? So, for example, if you're teaching them how to clean their surfaces, right? They won't be able to clean their or remake their gas cooker, for example, right? They won't be able to clean. So if they have, a new building they want to clean, they'll call you, of course. You understand? So community management is delivering value and help to your existing and potential customers. Do you understand? With community management, people search for a lot of things every day, right? People search for a lot of things every day, and you can curate um that knowledge or that research for them, right? Curate is CURATE. What you're doing is curate. To create content, you are thinking about it from scratch. But create content is you search by yourself, you find tips on how to do this. You go to another platform, find tips on how to do this. You pack them together and give it to people. Do you understand? That's what you're doing right there. You're saving people time, right? And you're giving them the results that they need right there and then. And another thing is engagement. People can now ask you questions. Oh, you dropped this tip. Oh, I tried it out, but I had this challenge, right? I tried this out, I had this other challenge. So you can start engaging them like that. So community management is one thing businesses do to get feedback, provide timely support to customers, increase brand awareness, gain deeper insights, build relationships with customers, and foster trust and loyalty. If you want to get loyal customers, just build a community, right? Online. Great. Next, we are going to be looking at social media metrics and insights. Part of a social media manager's role is to ensure that they are tracking the performance of their pages. Every platform has insights. Every platform has insights. Let's quickly look at Twitter. Twitter's own is not available on mobile, to the best of my knowledge. But for Facebook, that's available on social on Android or any phone you're using. For YouTube, you may have to just download YouTube Studio to get that, right? So, but this is how you find your insights on Twitter. Go to more. No, it's this is ads. Right. Right. So we can see that these are some of the features that we have on the inside platform. But um for Twitter, it starts with the ads that you can run. They welcome you with the ads. So, but if you're interested in running Twitter ads, I must say that, out of all the platforms, Twitter ads is quite more, expensive, because one, you may not really get enough conversion. If you want people to just see your ads, which is just impressions, you want so many people to see your ads, I think Twitter is the best place to go to, right? Let me quickly analyze. Right. Oh, they've updated this. Maybe later. Okay, interesting. They've updated this to only premium accounts, right? So, no one. I was wondering what was happening here, because if you tap more, it's always one of the options here. But let's leave Twitter. They're being stingy with their analytics. Let's quickly look at Facebook and Instagram. Right. So this is what, remember our Facebook business suite or Meta business suite, right? If you go to that app, let me go back. Remember, I hope we still remember the Meta businesses where we run our ads. So if you go to the app, 5, 6, the 7th item that says insights, you tap that and it gives you enough insights. Now, insights is quite a lot depending on what you want to focus on, right? You can see the first box says reach, another says content, another says messaging, another says follows. Now, reach is like unique accounts, Facebook accounts your content gets to. You understand? Content is the number of content you've been posting for over a while, and now that has been performing. So if we tap on each box, let's start with reach. You can see the information we have here. Our reach has been up, and if we tap further, see the last 7 days, our reach was up from 10th to 12th July, right? If you tap link clicks, there's 0 on that. If you tap visits, visit means, so let me just backtrack a bit. For each one of the metric, right? Reach, link clicks, visit, you can see this I circled at the top. That's to give you what that metric means. So if I tap reach, for example, now you can see this metric counts reach from the organic or paid distribution of your Facebook content, including posts, stories, and ads. Right? You can read further about that. If I tap on visits, you can see the number of times your Facebook page was visited. If I tap follows, you'll see that it says the number of times accounts followed you in the selected time period. Now, if you've integrated your Facebook and Instagram together, all you just do, this top right where you see F, you tap that and it changes to Instagram, right? I'm going to tap it again because I'm focused on Facebook for now. Another thing to pay attention to is this calendar icon beside the Facebook icon. If I tap that, I can select the date I want the data to show. So I can either select last month. So it's going to compare previous month, this month to the last month. Or I say, I want to select the date myself. So I select custom date range. And I say, let's look at May 1st to May 31st. Confirm. Right. You can see the performance there. That means we have 72 follows in May. We had 836 visits in May and 1.5K reach in May. Right. So you can do that for each one. If you tap content, content is really the posts you put up, right? It shows you for each post how it's performed, right? So you can see the reach. Remember, reach is number of Facebook accounts that saw your post. Impressions is always higher than reach. Impressions is basically eyeballs, right? Number of people that saw it, and impressions is not unique. Unique in the sense that if I, as one person, as a Facebook account, if I see a post twice, impressions will count it. But reach will count me as one person. Do we get that? Impressions is number of times that post was seen. But reach is how many Facebook accounts saw that. Do we get? Right. So interactions is likes, comments, reactions, all those things on Facebook. Great. So you can see more options here. You can see comments higher than typical, higher than typical. So there's a lot of things. So if you are posting, don't just post. See how people are interacting with your post. Do you understand? If you use a particular hashtag, observe if that hashtag brought in more followers or if more people liked it because of that hashtag. If you use a particular picture, observe if people reacted because of that picture. If it's a trending topic, observe, do people like this trending topic? Do you understand? Right. So we've looked at content. We look at messaging, then follows. So the same thing applies to everyone. You always find so much information about your brand here. See this interesting information. Most active time. The majority of your followers are active on Facebook around 12 p.m. So what does this information give you? I'll start posting by 12 p.m. Do you understand? So this is what Facebook Insights does. So when you are now reporting back to the business, to say, according to Facebook, in the last 28 days, people interact with our post by top. So by 12 p.m., let's start putting out our post. Do we understand? And you look at, more men are following us, more women are following us. You get. If you have this information and you are working for a men's brand now, this is good information. You start using more men in your pictures or your images. All right. So the more you dig into it, the more you are able to get stuff that will help you improve your page. Now let's quickly look at Instagram Insights. You go to Instagram. Wait. So this is Skill Sprint page on Instagram. Right. So where do you see Insights on Instagram? For every page that is a professional page, you can see just below the bio. Can you see professional dashboard? Can we see that professional dashboard? Just tap that. It will lead you straight to your insights. Right? And you can see your account rate, account engaged, total followers you have, content you shared. Do you understand? So the more you go into it, remember this is on the job, you get the basic and you dig in by yourself to find more information. If I tap account reach, for example, you can see it's telling me that this number of people, 861 accounts, were reached with our content on Instagram. Now, 41.3% of them are followers and 58.7% are non-followers. So that means you are creating content that is attracting people that are not even following you, which is a good thing. So you start creating more of those content. Then you look at your content type, posts and reels. You can see that your posts are doing well, right? Then you start seeing your top content. You see images, you see the ones that are performing well. If you look through all of this and see the ones that are performing well, you'll be able to repeat what has been working for you, what people seem to like, right? And you see your top location. Do you understand? So all of these details, they are not there just for the sake of giving us information. It's for us to draw insights from it and do what's working well better. And if you want to filter this through, you can just tap on the date and just select any date you want me to show you details on. All right. So that's it. We've looked at the various roles of the social media manager. We've looked at community management. We've looked at some other things around, insights, Google Trends, and content creation. Great. So that's it for this week. Our task will be, we need to optimize our Google My Business pages. That will be number one. Number two would not be, you need to share for your businesses, right? And set Google Trends to get notified on trending topics that relates to your business or that you're just interested in. Right? Do you have any questions so far? Favor, please go on.
Good evening, ma. Well done. Okay. So for some of our businesses, like my own business that I'm intending with, is just a small business. And even creating content for some social media platforms like Facebook and TikTok is not been really easy because of how small the business is. So I don't know, creating Google profile and trying to get customers reviews. We don't even have much people that are on the Google platform that we have, or even checking us on the map. So I don't know how we are going to create that, and how to do this
Okay.
assignment actually for this week.
Okay.
Because even the
All right.
just sometimes even posting is hard because it's not my Facebook page. So it's what I give to post, they will post, and sometimes they will not even post it. It will just, I will do content and it will not be posted. Sometimes when I ask, you say there's no data and all of those stuff. So it's kind of difficult to really do some of these assignments.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that. And these are some of the things we want to hear from you so that we are able to work with you along with you to resolve some of these things. Now, when you come on Wednesday, right? Let's take your business for a a walkthrough session, right? We're going to create content for that business. Do you understand? We'll also, do you have access to the Google Map page?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so we'll optimize, help us get pictures before then. We'll optimize that business page together. Do you understand?
Okay.
What's the other thing you mentioned?
Okay. Today you said that we should do a community review for our business,
Okay,
for our
community review.
business.
If everything doesn't apply to your business, these businesses are small businesses. What does your business do?
Is fashion designing and school.
Fashion
So
design. That's a
she
good one.
a school for people, and she's trying to produce ready to wear clothes now, and she also train students on a small scale.
Okay, okay, that's really interesting. So please get pictures and videos ready. You're going to be creating content for that business. We'll optimize the Google My Business page. Do you understand? Um, then does she have a WhatsApp business account or page?
No, it's a personal account. Most of the accounts we created, we did them at personal account. TikTok, Instagram, they're
Mhm.
more like a personal
No
account.
problem. It's understandable because she will be the one managing it as time goes on, right? So, but please get us raw content ready. That's pictures of the business, the clothes they've made, right? From Monday to before Wednesday, get just record with your phone behind the scenes. Do you understand? Um, record teaching somebody how to make something, right? Different patterns, different sewing patterns, you know, different styles. Just record her doing that. I'll show you or tell you what to do with it. Just but give us raw content to work with. So we'll start with that content creation and we move on to maximizing Google My Business. Then you talked about Facebook. Okay, so if we create great content, I'm sure she'll be able to post by herself. But let's start from those two. Is that okay? Right?
All right, thank you.
Yeah. So we have two hands up. I think the first person was Um, please, you can just go on if you.
Thank you so much, Ma. I have a question regarding the social media marketing. The question here is, how am I going to boost my audience, like using the hashtag and the ads in order to boost the profile, or in order to have more viewers and more audience in the page? And my second question is, I have already have the business profile for for the business I manage, but the problem is it's not viewed under the search engines until you are aware of the business, but you cannot see it, cannot find, because I once used other phones except when I use my own phone. So I don't know what the problem was.
Okay. I'm not sure I got the second question.
Hello?
Yeah, I didn't get the second question
Okay, the second question is, I have already created the business profile, Google
on Google
business
My
profile.
Business.
Yes,
Okay.
did that, but the problem is it's not visible on any search engine. I don't know what the problem was.
Oh, okay. I think that would be the third thing we're looking. That's Bukumi. Bukumi, I think you can help with that on Wednesday.
Okay.
Yes. Remember, I was saying that Wednesday is our help session. So I'm going to list out these things and we'll be, tackling them on Wednesday. But your first question as to how to create content, that will make your business grow. Now, for that, there are two parts to it. There is one we called organic, and there's another one we called paid advertisements. We looked at creating ads some weeks back, right? But as a small business, if you don't have so much money to spend on ads, you can grow organically. And organic growth is basically, it takes time, but you have to be consistent. And like I said earlier, social, you have to be social in your communication. You don't want to sound, as much as, even if when you are you are creating um you're creating you have serious messages to pass across. There's a way you pass it across that doesn't feel boring. Do you understand? So anything you're creating for social media has to be interesting enough for people to want to get engaged. Let me quickly look through. Um, there is a page that I saved. What the guy does is, he just, you know, it gives updates on market prices for foods, right? And his approach is so simple that you have focused on. Okay, let me quickly share my screen from my phone. I think I just found it. So in essence, what I'm trying to say is, think about what people would like to see, what people would like to engage with. Do you understand? And the way to even do that is just try to be introspective. What do I like seeing on social media? Do you understand? Aside, all the guys that do skits and all of those things, they do skits, but there's a way you can communicate that it will be interesting for your business also. So look at this guy, for example. First off, he branded himself as Ola of North. I don't know if you know Ola, the guy that sells big houses on social media. The way he does, and look at this guy now. He's right in the market. I don't know if you can hear him. Can you see him? He's giving updates on the
Yes,
prices.
I've seen.
Do you get? You can engage with him because he's showing you. He's not making you laugh in this instance. He's not trying to be funny. but it's giving information that is useful and it's doing it real time. Do you understand? It's showing you the market, it's showing you the pepper, it's showing you the size of the bag, it's showing you everything. And look at how many views it has. 1.5 million, right? You can see the comments. People are asking, where's your location? Where is this? Your business might not be doing this, but it's just relaying information in a way that is interesting. I want to go back. Can you see the video here? The first thing you see is from 100K plus now to 40K. That thing, this caption alone on top of the video is a strategy. If you see this caption in this economy that things are going up and you're saying 100K plus now to 40K, you want to click on it, right? So that's one section of, if we break it down in video marketing now, for example, there's something they called hook. Hook is what will get people interested in watching your video, and it has to come from first to, some people say first to 3 seconds, the first to 3 seconds of your video, or the first to 5 seconds of your video. What will make people continue to watch that? Do you understand? This is hook from 100K plus now to 40K. Do you understand? So you always have to think about hook. Then the information it gives afterwards now supports that hook. Say, give more details about the price, the type of pepper, and all of those things, right? So you can look at all these pages. You can go through his page, see, you learn from others. See how they are doing their content. And for a start, you can even just copy them. Do you understand? You can just copy them. Not copy exact words, like you can imitate them to say, this is how this person does this. How can I adapt it to my business? Do you understand? Right? And like I said, you have to be consistent. Everyday post or every 2 days. You have to be consistent. I hope that answers your question. All right. Our time is fast spent. Thank you everyone for joining the session. So we have real tasks to do on Wednesday. Let's get ready. And if you are having any challenges, bring it on Wednesday and we'll work with it also. Thank you for your time, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.